All right, Week 6 at Paul Brown Stadium on Sunday. Bengals and the 0-5 Indianapolis Colts. Now, you think of the first 5 weeks of the season. You think of good vibes. You think of positive energy. You think of optimism. All these good things we've talked about for 5 weeks. Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, the young offense, the defense, statistically, right now, #1 in the NFL. Good special teams play. All of that goes away if the Bengals lay a turd on Sunday against the Colts. Plus, we have 2 weeks to think about it because the Bengals have a bye week next week. So this team can ill afford that. Frankly, as a talk show host, I can ill afford that. Plus, in the context of the season, you got to go 4-2 heading into the stretch of 4 games they have after Indy. They go to Seattle in 2 weeks. Tough out. They go to Tennessee after that. Titans are a feel-good story right now at 3-2, and then it's Pittsburgh here and Baltimore on the road. If you want to be competitive, if you want to be relevant the final 2 months of the season, better win on Sunday. It is one of the only times this year the Bengals will be clear-cut favorites. They do it against a team that's winless, but has played some close games. Week 3, Pittsburgh at Indy. Steelers win at the gun by 3. Monday Night Football 2 weeks ago, Colts played pretty well, lost by a touchdown to the Buccaneers, and then last week had a fourth-quarter lead at home against Kansas City, still lost by 4. They are hungry for their first win. Unfortunately for Indy fans, it's going to be tougher to get without, yes, Peyton Manning, but also Joseph Adai. That's going to leave things to DeLon Carter and Donald Brown, who has so far been a bust, to carry the football behind an offensive line that hasn't blocked all that well this year. The Bengals up front, defensively, I think the major change they've made, a lot of players on that defensive line, it's a good rotation, they're fresh. I think they win their matchups on Sunday. Curtis Painter has played well. 4 touchdowns, no picks, a passer rating of 100. But this is a good pass defense that the Bengals have. They're not getting a lot of picks, which is why this will not be a blowout. But I cannot imagine Curtis Painter having a whole lot of success against that Bengals secondary. Offensively, look, I just think there's too many matchups that the Bengals can win downfield, namely A.J. Green. This is a Colts secondary that is struggling. This is a Colts secondary that is beaten up. I think A.J. Green has a touchdown catch. I think Jermaine Gresham has a touchdown catch. And I think they do a good enough job of keeping Andy Dalton upright. The matchup to watch, obviously, Dwight Freeney, Andrew Whitworth. That has historically not gone Cincinnati's way, but Andrew Whitworth is a much better player than he was in any of the other matchups. And I think Andre Smith and the Bengals offensively design a scheme to make sure that Robert Mathis doesn't beat him on the other side. I think they keep Andy Dalton upright just enough. I think it's going to be a good football game. I think it's going to be a game decided by one score. Sort of. 24-16, hold up the score. The Bengals improved to 4-2. We've got 2 weeks heading into the bye week. They're going to go to Seattle in 2 weeks, maybe in first place. We'll see. But 4-2 sounds quite good. Heading into the bye week, I say the Bengals win. Hoo-day!